Evening all, RaMarcus here, back again with another video, back again with another latest releases video. And this week, I'm not going to show my face again because, you know, there's so many things out this week. I've got other stuff to do. I'm a busy man at the moment, so what I thought I'd do, rather than leave you without a video, I'd quickly just do the recording of the screen and my voice and put it all together because it will save me a lot of time. But next week we should be back on track. We have 13 titles to look at this week that have come out since my latest releases video. Some of them I've covered in different videos and I'll link to all those sort of things as we go through, but we'll go through them all anyway. Quick shout out to the new Oculus Go homepage. So this is what the new home looks like. I don't know if you've seen this already or you've got this on your Go. I know they release these sort of things separately, so rather than the big panels that used to kind of scroll all the way around you, you now get this. So you kind of get your jump back into the last things you were using, which is kind of handy, straight up here. And then what's new in your library, so no more big tiles kind of, you know, showing sort of upcoming events or random content. It's now the content that you're using that you'll use, which is nice. I know some people have said that they've lost their gallery button and it's been replaced with the Oculus TV button. If that's happened and you wonder where it is, go into your library and find the gallery app in there, because it's actually an app, so you don't lose it. They've just replaced it with Oculus TV. For now, at the moment, I've still got gallery. I know some people have went to Oculus TV and now it's gone back to gallery again, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but that's a useful bit of information there. Quick shout out as well, I'm still doing the Oculus Go headset giveaway, so if you don't have it already, let me just find the app, Veer. So if you don't have this app already, give it a download, give it a check out, follow my profile on there. It's basically kind of a 360, 180 degree video app where you can kind of create your own virtual tours and video tours and upload your own 360 and 180 degree content. I'm giving away an Oculus Go. So at the end of the month, so at the end of November 2018, I'll do a random draw for whoever's following me on Veer, my account on there. Set up your own account, follow my account on there. Go to veer.ramarcus.com if you want to on a web browser, that'll take you straight to my profile. Follow my account, and at the end of the month we pick one random winner, and Veer have very kindly offered to send that person an Oculus Go headset. So hopefully you should have it then in time for Christmas to be able to then enjoy all the awesome Oculus Go content that we've got coming out. So as I say, veer.ramarcus.com, follow me, and you could potentially win an Oculus Go. Win-win, baby. What I thought we'd do, if we go to the store and check out the new releases, the store or anything that hasn't changed, it's still the same. What I thought we'd do with the free apps and stuff, we'll just quickly kind of have a quick look at them rather than actually playing them or going through them sort of thing, because I don't think there's a lot to add with the free apps that are available this week. So if we go to new releases, and I will go through and actually play the paid apps, so you can have a deeper look into the stuff that's paid. So let's have a quick look then. So Crow's the first one. So Crow is a sort of short animated film, what, 15 minutes long maybe, cost $0. And to scroll through kind of the screenshot sort of thing, it is a very beautiful 360 3D animated video. Definitely well worth picking up, checking that out, downloading and having a look. It's 1.1 gigabytes, but give it a look, definitely worth a look. What are the free ones we've got? We've got Live Planet VR, which is kind of your typical sort of 360 video platform type thing, so there's plenty of these sort of things on here. Stereoscopic nature videos in this one. I think from looking at this one, this is actually kind of a precursor to a platform called Live Planet, where you can actually kind of upload your own content, sort of corporate level sort of thing. If you've got lots of 360 3D content you want to share, you want your own app, you go check this out. So it's a free app, it's worth checking out the free content that's on there. It's interesting, it's worth a look. Next up on the free apps is 360 Stories. So that's pretty much the same as the previous one. A 360 video app. It's got different stories from all around the world, so it's worth kind of having a look at. I wouldn't say any of it was particularly amazing, but it's kind of got some interesting sort of interactive points that kind of take you around different places. It looks like it's more of a touristy thing, because there are bits you can kind of see here where you can actually like book tours and stuff like that by clicking on a link, and then it opens the browser. So it's kind of just as much an advertisement for different places in the world as it is kind of a little exploration sort of thing. But, you know, it's interesting. Why not give it a go, give it a download. Next on the free list is Bubble Trip. And this is kind of a fun app, and I might cover this in a separate video, but it's free, but it offers an in-app purchase. So you get a free set of levels, and it's basically kind of like a block breaker sort of Candy Crush type game where you're kind of shooting balls at more balls to match the colours. I'll be honest, it is quite trippy, and I did get quite addicted to playing it, sort of thing. So you do kind of go into the zone when watching this or playing this game, and you're sort of shooting different balls. You get different modes. One way you got loads of balls and you've got to break them apart. You've got a different mode where it kind of starts streaming in balls, and you've got to kind of keep on top of it and kind of selectively breaking them. But you get given kind of like a gun to kind of shoot, and you turn a ball into a different colour depending on what colour target you've got. So definitely one worth checking out. At least the very least check the demo. It's only 97 megabytes, so it's tiny. And give it a go. And then if you like it, $3.99. I don't know. I've not purchased the $3.99 game, but it's definitely tempting. I think you could definitely get addicted to that. So it's definitely one worth checking out. This is another free one we've got down here then. So it's nothing to be written. I did mention this quickly on a YouTube community post, but it's a very powerful BBC drama-driven VR experience. It's full 3D, full sort of generated, sort of narrative-driven piece. It's 2.5 gigabytes, but it's very sort of good quality, and it basically kind of follows the story or the sort of journey of messages and notes from World War One that people would send back to their families. It's actually quite powerful and definitely well worth checking out. So check that one out. Alright, we also had YouTube VR. So I've done a video dedicated on this. I won't kind of cover it in any sort of great detail. If you know what YouTube is, you know what this is. It's YouTube in the Oculus Go, officially supported. At the moment, it is very good. You can play your 360, your 180, and your 3D content. I know some people struggle with some of their 3D content because it doesn't sort of treat everything the same, it seems. But 360 and a lot of 180 stuff works perfectly. It's great. It's great. You can obviously watch my content on your VR YouTube app. One of the main downsides to it at the moment, though, is if you've got a YouTube account and you've got sub accounts under it, it doesn't recognize those sub accounts. So if you use one of those as your main account with all your subscriptions, you can't access them. So hopefully we get a fix for that at some point. That would be nice, YouTube, if you could do that. Sort that out, Google. Please, please, please. Thank you. It's also got a multiplayer option in there as well, where you can kind of sit down with random people and they can watch YouTube with you. It's a bit weird being just random people. There's no way of sort of inviting your friends or anything like that. But hopefully we'll get sort of friends invites and stuff soon as well. But it's free. Check it out. It's YouTube. You know what it's about. Right, now we've jumped into Smash the Beat. This is £3.99 or $4.99 in dollars. And it's got kind of a low budget front end, but quite a fancy looking sort of actual gameplay. So it's a Beat Saber type game. You've got various different tracks to choose from here. What we've got 7 songs that are built in. I wouldn't say any of these tracks are particularly amazing. They're kind of very sort of low key sort of tracks. But the great thing about this is you can load your own music and it automatically generates a track. So you can't customize the track. You can't choose any special sort of layout. A bit like Beatron 2000, you can actually sort of, there's a separate program you could use to actually sort of choose where the beats came and made it hard or easy or whatever, that sort of thing. But this is interesting anyway. So if we kind of choose, you can sort of see here, I've already loaded in my actual theme tunes. This is the track I use for my intro video. And you can choose between a shield, a hammer, or a sword. So a hammer and a sword are very much the same. They're kind of your typical sort of Beat Saber type slash. Your shield is different. And both of them, you can choose easy, normal, or advanced. We'll do normal. Both of them, if we choose this track, play, you've got like a colour changing aspect to it. So this looks quite smart. It's kind of like some sort of weird sort of disco. So you actually pull the trigger to change the colour of your weapon or something. So a bit more like Beat Saber. And you've got to pull the trigger. So it gets a bit... Oh. And I just... Oh, I'm messing it up now. I'm under pressure. I got to perform. So it works quite well. Although except for when I keep hitting the skulls. Oh, I did it again. Oh, again. God, terrible. Oh my God, I'm hitting every single. I didn't realise my theme tune would give me so many skulls. But the other ones are basically the same. It's a hammer or a sword. I can quickly show you those as well. And for some reason it carries on then to the end even though there's no music playing. But there you go, you get your own sort of scores. There doesn't seem to be any sort of leaderboards or anything to kind of compete against each other. You've only got your own scores going on here. We'll do hammer, but as I say, it's pretty much the same as the sword. Start my one again, shall we? Play. You can recompose it, which basically means it kind of recenters it. So you just move your hammer around. It's quite fancy looking. And basically that. And you just press back to go back out again, and we can choose sword, and we'll choose my music again, mainly because I don't want to be caught for copyright or anything. We'll just use mine, but it's kind of a lightsaber-y sword. It's less kind of lightsaber-y, more sort of solid looking. But it's $3.99, so it's yeah, I'm not sure it's particularly better than Beatron. Well, it's definitely not better than Beatron. I think I still prefer that because of the customization with the tracks. There's more variety in the environments, and it was just a bit nicer to look at, especially the menus. I mean, this is as basic as it gets. But is it better than Track Slash? Maybe. Is it better than Hard Light Blade? Hard Light Blade's free. So it's not a full recommendation here. I would say a meh. If you do like Beat games, Beat Saber type stuff, then maybe it gets a thumbs up. But for me, it's a meh. I wouldn't say I'm going to get any sort of massive use out of it. Let's go on to something else. Alright, next up we've got Covert. So this is $7.99 in pounds or $9.99 in money. What you're seeing on screen here is my other video that I did specifically for Covert. So if you do want to check that out, I teamed up with my other half. So you essentially have somebody in the Oculus Go who's a thief, and you put in a little code on your mobile phone, and you play the mobile phone app as well, and they become like the hacker. So they control computer points, move things, tell you where people are looking, and you've got to kind of sneak around in the headset, try and sort of sneak around and steal stuff and get through the missions. So definitely check out that one. It's definitely worth your purchase if you've got a real life friend, or you've got somebody who you can talk to over the internet, because it does work remotely. So if you input the same code on your mobile app or your Oculus Go to somebody else who's on the internet, God knows where away, you can still play together. So you can chat on your phone or on Discord or whatever you want to do, and still play. So pretty cool and definitely worth checking out. It's definitely one of the sort of premium games for the Oculus Go at the moment. It's great fun, and if you want to see more of me and my partner playing it, well, subscribe and we'll be playing more of this soon. Next up we have Voxel Fly. So this is kind of a few games in one really. So arcade mode is probably the best way of showing you. You've got Explorer mode, which is just kind of very peaceful, mundane almost version. But my favourites are kind of, if we choose Cannoneer, here we go. Actually, go back one bit. You can actually customise the level, and you can customise the camera. So the camera, you can choose to have it in cockpit view, or you can have it behind the aircraft. And you basically, it's kind of like an endless runner type game. So Cannoneer is kind of one of my favourites, where you actually control a cannon, and you're actually shooting stuff as you go. And you can shoot the barriers. You basically keep going. You don't control your up and down motion or anything like that, but you can pretty much shoot everything that's coming, and that's pretty fun. Let's end the game on that one, and let's do a different one. Change machine. Let's go back, and we'll show you Attacker. You can choose different vehicles if you fancy them. And this is where, play again. And this is where you actually use the tilt of the controller to control where you go. So it's a bit like the shooting, but you actually move the actual aircraft yourself as well. So you've got kind of lots of different modes depending on how you kind of feel with motion and sickness. It's quite a good one. There's lots of different things. You can actually customise the levels a little bit as well. You can kind of decide whether you want sort of certain backgrounds or anything like that. And this game is only £1.49. So what's that, like $2? Oh, so it's not bad. It's actually pretty fun for a couple of quid. Let's choose Horizon. And this is just a super fast one. It's a bit like, I'm trying to think what the game's called. There's a game on PC and Xbox where you kind of like a ship and you soar into the sun. You just got to dodge things. There's no guns in this one. You just got to dodge all the pillars that come up. And let's quickly show you a game mode where you can actually sort of be outside the ship, so you can sort of see what that looks like. So camera, turn cockpit off, go back, arcade, and let's just do Explorer, so you can sort of see. As you can see, we get a little ship, and it's nice and peaceful, and it's really slow. But you can kind of see the controller moving around. It's literally following kind of the pattern of the controller. You can't shoot, so if you kind of want a nice peaceful game, play this mode. Woo. But for £1.49, yeah, big thumbs up for me. I enjoy this one. Check it out. Next up, we have Reality Jam Session, which is an interesting concept. And you've basically got like a drumstick. So you hit either a cymbal, a drum, a bass, or whatever, I don't know what you call them. The hi-hat or whatever. And you've got to kind of click along. I don't know if there's more of an advert for this band or something. But I wouldn't say it's a very good rhythm game, considering it's $2.99, which is what, $4. But for an extra quid or $1, you can pick up the other rhythm game that we've got this week, which is definitely a better rhythm game. This has only got like 5 tracks in it. You can't add any more. It's a 360-degree video, 3D as well. So I mean, that's got it going too. So it's an interesting concept that you've got a band playing here. They're clearly playing along with you, and you're meant to be the drummer. But it doesn't really feel like you're kind of playing along. It doesn't really feel like I'm matching whatever the music is that's playing. You can press back to go to the menu, and then you use kind of like the drums to kind of flick through. Oh, actually, there's only 4 songs. I thought there was 5. But for $2.99, it gets a meh. Once again, if you're kind of massively into sort of Beat Saber type games and you want another one with an interesting concept, check it out, but it doesn't necessarily get a recommendation from me, so I'm going to actually give it a thumbs down. Let's move on to something else. Next up, we have Tripeaks Dreamland VR, which I'm not sure if Tripeaks means something to do with Solitaire, but here we are. We've got a Solitaire game. Just to note, you do need to go into the options before you start and input a player name, otherwise it doesn't let you play. Sound and in-game music are automatically turned off when you start, which is an odd choice. You do have some language options there, and the quality options here, I would say keep it on normal. OK is terrible, and better is really sort of stuttery and laggy, so I wouldn't even bother with that. It does make it look a little bit better, but it's not very nice. You can click play. You can play a level. And if you know Solitaire and you like playing this sort of thing, then you know how it plays, and you can, yeah, just kind of play your way through. Well, there you go, got a nice little bonus score there, whatever that was. 6, 5. Yeah, we don't need to keep seeing me play this. If you like Solitaire, it's £1.49. It's not something I would play. It's not something I'm going to get a lot of use out of. So £1.49 or almost $2 is it? It gets a meh from me. It's your use case scenario. It depends on whether you want to play or not. But for me, meh. Next up, we have David Attenborough's sort of trip to the Great Barrier Reef. And it is a very cool video. I wouldn't say the quality is that amazing. But it is, what is it, £4.99? What's that, $6 or $7? That's a bit pricey for what it is. It's an unskippable, non-interactive, 3D-ish sometimes type video, and it's hard to recommend at that price. If you really like David Attenborough, you really like it. It's only about 15 minutes long. Let's turn that down a little bit. It's only about 15 minutes long, so I'm not sure it's worth the money. There's so many things out there already that kind of do similar things. It doesn't feel like it's worth it, so it gets a meh. It's, if you like David Attenborough, you like nature programs, then maybe you'd like it, but I'd maybe pick it up when it's on a sale. If it's half price, £2.50 or something, yeah, maybe I'll pick that up. I think it's worth it, but I paid for it anyway, so you don't necessarily have to. But yeah, so meh for me. Let's move on to something else. Right, and last but not least, we have Vigilante Ranger. So let's start. Let's go to a mission. Let's do the first one. And this is a kind of tower defense type game. So you've got a HUD that's on your screen here. We're just going into battle. Synergia Studios presents Vigilante Ranger. So the presentation of this game is very good. Obviously very cartoony style, so the graphics aren't sort of, you know, cut edge, but for Oculus Go, it's pretty good. You're very much using your gaze controller. So in the middle of your screen, you have a little dot, and you look at stuff, and you can kind of control it. So you need to kind of turn around and shoot at stuff. Oh, actually, you do use your controller to actually point at the guns now. So we're shooting that gun to destroy it. So you kind of help to... Oh, what was that? Oh, some gems, some money. Don't let the robots destroy your base. We won't. And so it's tower defense. So they the robots kind of come down a certain path. It's your job to shoot them. You can just hold the trigger down, and then it's teleported us over to this side just to be annoying. Oh, it got to the base. Next wave. Oh, let me try and sit a bit better. So if you kind of look at the... Oh, it's a bit awkward though, because you're having to kind of like move around. You kind of look at things to swap sort of space, but it's literally like 180 degrees, and there's no kind of spinning on the spot or turning on the spot of the world, not that I can see. But yeah, next wave. And I believe this one was £4, so what's that, $5? Is it worth it? I mean, it's tower defense, so if you know what tower defense games are and you like them, I do like a good tower defense game, you may like this. There's a fair few levels, fair bit of content in there. You basically kind of look at the little towers to swap, and you get different upgrades that you can purchase if you like tower defense. There you go, using gaze controls again to do the actual menu options. But it's like, I feel like I'm like turning around all the time, like trying to get to different places. Like I can't just sit in one place and just look forward. So you can see, once again, we get money. Where's my money count? Bottom left hand corner, just in the corner of my eye, 37. So I can't afford any of these upgrades yet. But you can kind of see that you get different types of gun. You can't click on them or anything. The guns are a bit fuzzy looking. But there you go. So I like tower defense. That's going to get a thumbs up from me, and definitely kind of one that I'm going to probably spend a bit of time in playing, even though I don't like the kind of being forced to look around, like physically move. I like to sit in one spot. I'm lazy. Give me a turn on the spot control, please. Let's just double check the controls, the options and the controls, see if there's anything in here. No, just a couple of languages and credits. So yeah, there's no sort of turn on the spot controls, but it's quite good. I do quite like it, so I will get a little spinny chair out and I will play this for a little bit. So thumbs up for me, I like Vigilante Ranger. So there we go, there's this week's 13 releases. We've got Crow, Smash the Beats, Covert, Live Planet, Voxel Fly, Vigilante Ranger, Reality Jam Session, Tripeaks Dreamland VR, what a mouthful, 360 Stories, YouTube VR, Bubble Trip, Nothing to Be Written, and David Attenborough's Great Barrier Reef Dive. So out of these, I would suggest just downloading the free ones. David Attenborough, yeah, maybe. If you like it, definitely download that one, give that one a go. Give YouTube a go, definitely. Yeah, maybe skip that one, maybe skip that one. 360 video content, why not? That one and Live Planet. Voxel Fly for the price, yeah, worth it. Vigilante Ranger, yeah, worth it. Covert, definitely worth it, absolutely. Smash the Beats, kind of worth it. As I sort of said before, if you like Beat Saber type games, get it. But I personally would probably wait off for Beatron 2000, which is hopefully coming out very soon. And Crow the Legend, yeah, it's free. Download it. Fun little video to watch. I'll definitely be sharing that one with my kids. So there we go. There's this week's 13 new releases. Whew, this is again probably going to be a long one. So let me know in the comments down below if any of these take your fancy. Which ones have you downloaded? Which ones have you tried? Have you tried any of the paid ones? Is there any I missed? Because I do notice sometimes they do sneak the odd one out a bit further down. It just suddenly randomly appears. So do remember as well, I'm still giving away that Oculus Go at the end of the month. So to be in with a chance of winning it, make sure you follow my account on veer.tv. If you go to veer.ramarcus.com, that'll take you straight to my account. Sign up, follow me, and at the end of the month, between myself and Veer, we'll pick a winner. I might do a live draw so you can see it sort of happening. And if you've already followed me on there, you're already entered. Free Oculus Go in time for Christmas. Can't argue with that. Right, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't give it a thumbs down, that's fine. I'm big enough for ugly enough to take it if you didn't like it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it. I'll try and do better for next time. Become one of the Remarkables. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video. Also, join my Discord at discord.ramarcus.com. That's where I am all the time, ready to chat. If you want to chat with me, check it out. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five.